Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new TECH1 Research Facility update. And I'm going to quickly show you guys how to do the research facility. I'm just going to get rid of this codex thing over here. Go. You open up the first door. You don't need anything for this. And then you just go downstairs. You don't really need like night vision or something like that. And then this is where you're going to need a key card. You need a research facility key card, or one fits all. If you want to know where to find the key cards, you can find them in the police station lockers or in the radiation police station. And then the three research facility locations are in Z1, B3 over here, and then D2 over there. Okay, now you don't need any special skills to do this research facility except a ton of ammo, because your only enemy is mutated bears, which are pretty tough. But they have got a weak spot. If you can hit them on the electrical band that they have around their necks, you can kill them instantly, but you have to use high caliber rounds. You can't do it with a pistol or buckshot. I've already tried that. So there could be 4 to 5 bears in every section. There are 3 sections. So if you come in here, you'll see that you are basically right there. Okay, and then you're going to open the door. You're going to go into this section. If you run up the stairs, you can click another button to open this door, go into this section, run upstairs, click that button to get into this section. And once you're in this section, then this is where the final, or that is where the final door is. Yeah, it's probably there. Okay, although if I enter in here, it seems more like it's here. Yeah, you're going to end up inside there. The final room is inside here where it says locked. Okay, so you're going to enter there, and then there's an entrance to this room, and that's your final destination. But like I say, you don't need any skills, you don't need lockpicks, you don't need screwdrivers, nothing. You just need to survive. Now a suppressor will help you, but I'm going to keep it on auto shot.
Attention.
Do not die.
All personnel must evacuate immediately.
There's going to be a lot of noise.
To leave the research facility before
but I won't spend more than 4 minutes in one room. Now, I am keeping this on auto shot, but I want to show you guys that if you shoot them on the collar, you can kill them instantly. And like I say, there's 4 to 5 bears in every place. So there's the collar. If we shoot this guy on the collar, he dies immediately. Okay, now we need to reload, run around. Just shoot around the collar. That's 3. Okay, that's 3 bears so far.
9.
They could be
remaining.
3 to 5 bears, guys. They could be 3 to 5 bears. Okay. Now you can loot all the areas inside here. Looks like there was only 3 in here this time. You can search all the medical lockers in here for medical equipment. And then you can find like yellow screwdrivers and stuff on the ground. I'm just going to use Phoenix tears. Finding Phoenix tears is not that difficult if you guys search all the medical lockers around the map. You can use bandages, but you're going to need, you're not going to need to do this pretty fast. So as I say, just open up tab, because there could be screwdrivers lying on the ground if you're not interested in just standard medical equipment. Okay? So you can just quickly run through here. And I won't spend more than 4 minutes per room, the first 2 rooms. I won't spend more than 4 minutes in the first 2 rooms. And then, yeah, I don't want to miss any screwdrivers. So it looks like the first room has only got 3 bears. Like I said, you can just press tab to make sure you don't miss anything. Once you're done with this, you go up the stairs. Click this button. And that's going to open up the second section. You can close the door behind you like this. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. That's 2 bears. That's 2 bears.
Remaining.
That's 3 bears. That's 4 bears. Okay. Looks like there's only 4 bears in this facility. I have done this on stream. So now you can, once you've killed all 4 bears, you can like run around the rooms and see what you can find. There's small containers like this, you know, that can give you equipment. And then these lockers can give you really good equipment, like guns and ammo and stuff like that. So I usually just look for the big lockers. There's a big locker over here by the stairs. There we get an SVD. Okay.
6 minutes.
I'll just put the SVD in there and the scope. And there's a big locker in here. So it's basically the big lockers that gives you the good loot. And then we can go to we can open the last section. So 3 bears in the first section, 4 bears, and then 5 bears. Now we're gonna have to kill 5 bears. Gonna take the Phoenix steer so long. I've got a lot of time, so I just need to kill 5 bears. Shoot him on the collar.
Attention. Emergency. All personnel must evacuate immediately. You have 5. The research facility
Not
before all
closing
life
the
forms are
door
released.
behind you is great to give you a little bit more space. That's 2 bears. That's 3 bears. That's 4 bears. And there's going to be 1 bear left. 1 bear. I think that should be it. So that's 5 bears in total. And that should be it.
4 minutes remaining.
There's a hiking backpack. And then as soon as you killed all the bears, don't know what that is. As soon as you've killed all the bears, you need to open this final door manually. You just come here and open it manually. Don't stress, you can loot the final room very, very, very quickly. You've killed all the bears. Don't worry, the only threat now will maybe be players where you enter, go left immediately. 2 medical lockers that you don't need to lockpick. I'm gonna put this in my hand.
3 minutes
Another
remaining.
Phoenix steers. Then you're gonna go left immediately, search this locker, and search this one. And then there's eight containers that are very important. Then these two. And then here's the final two. These are the ones that matter. You can loot everything, but these are the ones that matter. Get depleted uranium that's not even radiated, okay? It's not even radiated. You can take the containers if you want to, but they're very, very heavy. And that's it. Now you're going to exit where you entered. Remember, this is where we entered. So that's where we exit. That's why that door is closed. And then you just go to the start and click this button to end the event.
1 second remaining.
And then get out, because as soon as the timer goes to 0, lasers are going to come down and kill you.
10, 9, 8, 7.
If you run out of time, lasers are going to kill you instantly. And if you're inside there,
2, 1.
when the door closes, lasers are going to kill you again, and you're going to lose all the loot. Okay? So that is the best way to do the research facility. You can take an M249. You can try and do it with bandages, like an M249 with 5 full magazines, or an RPK with 5 full magazines is way more powerful. I'm just showing you the most cost-effective way that I found to do it. And then again, you're going to need Phoenix tiers if you can do abandoned bunkers, if you can do, if you just search for those white medical lockers across the map and you lockpick them, you will find Phoenix tiers at some point. Okay? And that's the loot. We brought 15 magazines in total. And yeah, we got lucky, but I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 magazines should be enough, guys. 10 magazines should be enough, but you need to reload very quickly. You can't like think that you've got enough ammo for the next bear. So because there's 3 in the first room, plus 4, plus 5. So that's 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 5 is 12. Minimum 12 magazines for me personally. Depending if you want to try and hit the collars consistently with single shot, that's up to you. For me, there's a ton of loot in here. It's not easy to get the key card, and I don't want to lose my loot, because if you die in there, you can't get back in. Because as soon as you start the event, the door behind you locks, and you won't be able to get in until the event is over. And then you're going to have to get back to your body. If you've got 2 key cards, maybe you can go loot your body again. But again, everything starts fresh. Okay? And then I'm just going to show you guys that the new thing about the metabolism is that you start with all your vitamins and nutrients at 50%. I already did a test on stream. If you eat 1 blister of vitamins, 1 box of vitamins, and 1 bottle of vitamins, is basically the 3 different size vitamin bottles, and you eat the diet that I showed you guys with corn flakes, kiwis, pears, and milk, you can recover all your vitamins and minerals. It's not that difficult, guys. Truly, it's not that difficult. You'll be able to increase a lot of your vitamins by just eating vitamins. But the diet that I'm used to with corn flakes and 3 kiwis and milk and pears really, really works well. And then when these stats get full, then you're going to get a bunch of buffs here. Okay? A bunch of buffs. I'll try and show you clips from the stream about the buffs that I'm talking about. And then if you die repeatedly, if I die now, I'm going to sit with the C1, it's like respawn sickness or BCU sickness or something like that. Again, I'll show you on stream. I forgot the name now. But the first time you die, you're going to sit with C1. That will take 10 minutes to start recovering, and then it will take 5 minutes to recover. You can cut this untreated phase with Phoenix Tears, and then if you use Phoenix Tears, your recovery time will be halved. But when you get to C4, you will have like 40 less HP, everything won't be negative. But the big thing is keeping your vitamins and minerals at 100% makes a major difference. Okay, I'll try and show you some clips from the stream as well. And then, yeah, those are the main things. And then, of course, you can cook meals without a fire. The best like salad that I found is the fruit salad, because you only need 4 fruits, which is very easy to find. The others takes a little bit more effort. And then the sandwiches needs bread. And bread is not that easy to make. I don't know if you'll be able to buy bread, but I know bread takes quite a bit of effort to make. That's the thing. You're gonna have to cook the bread unless you can buy the bread. But I'll go to the trader quickly and just see if they gave you the option to buy bread, or maybe it's easier to find bread. All I know is that when it comes to the salads, the fruits salad is definitely, you cook it instantly, like literally instantly. If I spawn in 4 apples here, okay, and I make that fruit salad, it will basically be instantaneous. Boom, perfectly cooked. And then you've got a fruit salad. Okay, so that will help you guys a lot. If you've got any other questions, please leave it down in the comments below. And yeah, I'll just quickly go see if you can buy bread. Not that it was in the patch notes, but I mean, I'm not going to bake bread just to make sandwiches. And then, of course, cooked food is going to be way more beneficial than uncooked food. There is like a burn rate. So cooked food has only got a 5% burn rate, and then I think it goes as low as 18%. So if you don't cook your food, the food is going to burn through your body faster. So it's not going to help you for as long as it needs to help you. So try and focus on cooked food if you can. And then, of course, the cooking times have been decreased massively. And you will be able to get the key card from Tier 4 quest at the Master Hunter, the TECH1 facility that I just did. And then one of the rewards for the Tier 4 quests is going to be a new mask, literally the mask that the Master Hunter is wearing. So let's quickly go check. I haven't tested this, but let's quickly go check if it's easy to find bread. Okay, so you won't be able to buy bread from the traders, guys. Maybe you can find it, I'm not sure. But yeah, the salads are a really, really nice addition. The sandwiches, you're going to have to make bread. So I'm going to skip the sandwiches unless I can find bread. But this is the first Tier 4 quest that we have at the Master Hunter. It's only the Master Hunter that has 3 Tier 4 quests. I know that you have to do 6 Tier 1s to get to Tier 2 and 12 Tier 2s to get to Tier 3. I'm not sure how many Tier 3s you have to do to get to Tier 4. It will either be 18 or 24. If anyone in the comments wants to comment that, thank you. And then as you guys can see here, you can get the Master Hunter mask at Tier 4. Okay.
I ain't got no patience for time waster.
You can get that mask and wear the mask. He's going to give it to you as a reward. So,
you come back.
yes, not a bad update. I like the direction Scum is going in. I really love the fact that they replaced the secret bunkers. They replaced three secret bunkers with the TECH1 Research Facilities. So that's a nice step in the right direction. But in any case, like I told you guys, if you guys have got any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and click that like button. And if you want to stay updated with Scum and learn everything the game has to offer from someone that's got more than 10,000 hours in the game, click the subscribe button and bell button to be notified of future guides, updates, and hardcore challenges. Cheers.